Alright guys, in this video we're going to change the transmission filter. I have an L5P Duramax. Mine's a 2018. This would be the same for a 2017 up until a 2019. They change, you can't, I don't believe they have an external filter on the 2020 and newer. So, it's super easy. This is the part number. I use Allison filters, so it's a 29539579 transmission filter. And I believe I bought mine off Amazon. I'm not sure. I know I've bought them off Amazon before. I may have also bought them from a diesel store at some point. I'm going to use this transmission fluid. I don't know if that's Dexron 6. I'm not very good at Roman numerals, but you guys can read what it says. That's the kind I use. So, this is a new filter. We're going to fill it up with transmission fluid. It's going to soak in. Whoop. So I just keep filling it until it doesn't soak in anymore. Oh, there it goes. So all you need to do this is a new filter, transmission fluid, to fill up the new filter with. And every so often I add more transmission fluid because I think I lose more than I add with the filter. So like earlier this week I checked the transmission fluid level and it was a little low, so I just added some transmission fluid through the, where you check it, through the dipstick. Just a little, not a lot. Hold on guys, I'm gonna grab a glove. Here. So I take my new filter, I fill it up with fluid. I'll take some of the fluid and run it around the gasket, kind of like you would an oil filter. And then you're going to need a filter wrench that will fit your transmission fluid, or your transmission filter. I don't know what size this is. This actually was from a previous truck, this filter, but this is the one I use. So we're going to hop under the truck and take the old one off and put the new one on. It's super quick and super easy. Alright guys. We're trying to get organized under here, which is kind of difficult. We have our new transmission filter full of fluid over here. The old one's still up there under the truck. And we just did an oil change, so that's gonna kind of be in the way. So I'm gonna try not to knock you guys over. Oh, try not to drop stuff in the new filter. That's loose enough. There we go. So spin this off. I'll start leaking transmission fluid. Just keep spinning it off. Alrighty. So close to coming off. Alright, come on. Try not to get this to run down my arm. There we go. Alright, so there's the old filter. We'll dump everything out. Alrighty, I don't know how well you guys can see. So we have the old filter off. The rubber gasket, the thick black rubber gasket, came off. We can see that this is all bare metal and clean. What is still up here is a magnet. And that's important that we take off and check, see if there's any metal on it, any big metal pieces, which I can't see because I'm blocking my light. that looks pretty good. There's a little bit of, tiny bit of metal, not a lot. So we're going to take a rag, or in my case, an old sock, and we're going to clean off this magnet. Check it in the light. Got a little bit of dog hair on it now, so we'll try to get that off. Alright, so we have the magnet. You don't want to lose that. If you do lose it, or if yours gets cracked or anything like that, you can just order another one. I think I ordered an extra one off of Amazon or off of some diesel store just in case. I don't know how it would get cracked. Maybe if you really had some bad stuff going on with your transmission, maybe it would get cracked, but mine is pretty clean. So once it's cleaned off, I go and put it back up there where it was, and then I'll grab my new filter here, which is, I'm trying not to spill it because I have mine filled pretty full. I'm just gonna put this one on. So we'll try not to cross thread it. There we go. Spin that back on. Take a rag and wipe it off. And I haven't done any transmission fluid changes on my truck yet. It's had some warranty work done for the transmission lines rubbing, and it's also had quite a bit of work done for, I've hit quite a few deer, so it's had a lot of insurance work done. And because of that, I lost my wrench. It has had the transmission fluid changed a lot in it. Oh, there's our wrench. So, the truck has 78,000 miles on it, but the fluid that's in it is not that old. It's been changed multiple times by the dealership. So, when I change the transmission fluid filter here, I can see that the fluid is still, it looks basically brand new. So I'm not going to bother changing it right now. One day I will change it, and when I do I'll video it. But for now I don't think it's necessary because it's been changed probably 2 or 3 times already between the dealership doing warranty work and the insurance company having to repair stuff, including things that affect the transmission. I'm pretty sure they've had to replace transmission lines as well, so the fluid is not 78,000 miles old. Alright, so that's good. I tightened this up a little bit more than maybe I should, but I drive this truck off-road, and I have had sticks and stuff go under and get lodged under here, and I think that's why my oil pan plug was loose one time. I think it got hit by either a rock or a piece of wood came up and hit it and knocked it free. So I kind of tighten things a little bit more than you're supposed to. So you guys can comment on that if you want, but I know that I do it. I'm probably not going to stop doing it. So that's all there is to it. Like I said, I sometimes will check the transmission fluid and add a little bit here and there, because I think it loses more than I put in by changing this filter, but it's super easy. All you really need is a new filter and a filter wrench and some transmission fluid. So that's all. I hope this helps.